Should you sort out your diet before supplementing? Now, the idea that you should sort your diet out before you start taking any supplements is really common within nutrition and within the evidence based community. And I certainly get what people are saying here. You know, nutrition is the foundation. Nutrition and other lifestyle factors are the foundation on which we build health. And so it does make a lot of sense that we would want to sort out diet before we start adding in a whole bunch of supplements. But I also think there are a couple of flaws in that idea, especially when it's taken to the absolute extreme, where people should only consider supplements once they've sorted their diet out. And there are really two reasons for that from my point of view. Number one is that change takes time. So often, when people are coming in to see me, they might have a medical condition, they're wanting to improve their life or maybe improve their performance. There are quite a number of things that we're usually working on. And so, if they're going to start enacting changes, those changes don't necessarily happen all at once. And so in order to, sort the diet out, there might be quite a number of weeks, months, even years within which someone is trying to do that. So they're on that pathway towards it. Now, in the interim, there might still be a requirement for certain nutrients, or maybe a broad spectrum of nutrients. As we know, many people nowadays are not taking in sufficient amounts of a range of nutrients. We've seen this recently in our work and research around COVID and long COVID, where we see every single person who comes into the clinic is not reaching sufficiency through their diet for a range of nutrients. Now, these are people who are relatively young, fit, healthy, productive, and ostensibly they're eating a pretty good diet. But when we analyze it, it's still not meeting sufficiency. And so we have to ask ourselves, in the interim, while they're trying to change, why wouldn't they use some sort of nutrient support, a multi-nutrient, multi-mineral, multivitamin of some sort to help fill in those gaps and provide nutritional insurance? The only real outcome there is that it's probably going to help in the short term, and it may even help in the long term because we don't typically tend to eat well all the time. And so there can still be a risk in the medium to long term that no matter how much we know about nutrition and no matter how much we're trying to eat better, that we may not always be getting all that we need from diet alone. I think that's relatively clear from the research. It seems to be becoming more clear, particularly with the sort of in clinic work that we're doing. And so I have no issue whatsoever with prescribing multi nutrients immediately, prescribing other supplements, and then even having people taking multi nutrient type supplements for the long term because they can, as I said before, help to fill in those gaps and provide nutritional insurance.